Good evening, YouTube. This is Mr. IR Sage. I'm getting ready for a night out. It's not me and a special person, it's a bunch of us, a lot of us people who are first years in this graduate school are going to go to a hangout spot, and we're not going to do anything, nothing like that. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of us. I got the most important item for the night, and the other very important item for the night. Let's see. So yeah. Now, I'd like to talk about Jesus. And especially like to talk about the kind of authority that Jesus would have in Christian atheism. Now, this might be the first time that you've heard of Christian atheism, but Christian atheism is basically kind of like Unitarian Christianity minus God. And basically it points to Jesus as a good teacher, as somebody who had a few good things to say, as somebody who has some fictional accounts written about him, but who still provides a good example and a good focal point for morality, and also for ideas that you could call spiritual. Let's see. That's just a normal car. That's not the bus. The bus isn't supposed to leave till 9. Now, once you do away with the idea of God, then divine command theory, the idea that it's right because God made it right, it is kind of not an option anymore. And so any kind of "because I said so" is not an option. It's not something that you could make part of your spirituality or part of your worldview, your moral worldview, if you want to put it that way. And so when you're talking about the words of Christ, certain lines that people like William Lloyd Garrison used are lines that you can't use when you are a Christian atheist. You can't say, well, let's give precedence to the words of Christ because that's what Jesus said, and if Jesus said it, then we're going to do it. You can't do that. You can't use that kind of reasoning. And the kind of value, or the kind of authority, that Jesus' message of turning the other cheek, of egalitarianism, of things like that, have their value in something else, something other than Jesus. And these ideas have their value probably in how good they work, or in their ability to construct a world that you believe in, or in the fact that they themselves are principles that you hold dear, and that they themselves are principles that you are going to make your highest moral values. So Jesus is more of a teacher in Christian atheism, and less of a master, less of, well, he definitely isn't a god in Christian atheism. And it's hard to even call him a prophet in Christian atheism. I might come up with a video later on that would more succinctly say the things that I'm trying to say right now, but let me leave you with that. Have a nice evening, because I definitely will. Or I hope that I will. We'll see.